Hey man, let me ask you something. Have you noticed that the more you try to keep her close, the more she pulls away? You're texting her, making plans, showing her how much you care, and yet it feels like she's slipping further and further? Here's the truth. Sometimes the best thing you can do isn't to chase her, it's to give her space. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but trust me, giving her distance is often what actually brings her back. Today, I'm going to break down why this works and how you can do it the right way. No games, no manipulation, just pure confidence and clarity. Number 1, why distance works in relationships. All right, let's talk about why giving her space works so well. It all comes down to human psychology. Ever heard of the scarcity principle? It's the idea that we value things more when they're not always available. Think about it. When something is easy to get or always right in front of us, we tend to take it for granted. But when it's out of reach, suddenly we start to notice its value. Now, in relationships, it's the same deal. If you're always there, texting her, calling her, being available whenever she needs, it removes that sense of mystery. She doesn't have the chance to miss you because you're never gone. But when you give her space, even just a little, it's like hitting the reset button on her perspective. She starts to notice the absence of your energy. It's like when you're used to hearing background music, and then it suddenly stops, you notice it. That silence creates curiosity. And here's where it gets powerful. When you pull back, she starts asking herself questions. What's he doing? Why hasn't he texted me? Is he busy? And just like that, you're back on her mind. Not because you chased her, but because you allowed her to feel your absence. Number 2, the mistakes guys make when they don't give space. But here's the thing, most guys mess this up. Instead of giving space, they panic. They try harder, thinking, if I just show her how much I care, she'll come back. But that approach almost always backfires. Let me tell you why. Mistake number 1, over-texting. This one's common. You're constantly texting her, checking in, or trying to keep the conversation alive. But to her, it feels overwhelming. It's like when someone keeps poking you, you just want them to stop. Mistake number 2, being too available. If you're dropping everything the second she calls or texts, you're sending a message, whether you mean to or not, that you have nothing else going on. Women are attracted to men who have purpose and goals. If she feels like she's your entire world, it can actually push her away because it's too much pressure. Mistake number 3, over-explaining yourself. If she's pulling away and you find yourself apologizing or trying to justify your behavior, you're actually making things worse. Attraction isn't built through explanations, it's built through confidence. When you over-explain, it comes across as insecure, and insecurity kills attraction. Number 3, how to effectively give her space. All right, so how do you do this the right way? Let me break it down for you. Step 1, pull back on communication. This doesn't mean ghosting her or ignoring her completely. That's not what I'm saying. It just means stepping back a little. If you've been texting her every day, stop. Give her the chance to reach out to you. Let her feel the space. Step 2, focus on yourself. And this is key, man. While you're giving her space, use that time to level up your own life. Hit the gym, work on your goals, spend time with your friends. When she sees that you're thriving without her, it triggers something in her. She'll start to wonder, why is he so happy without me? What's going on in his life? And that curiosity makes you even more attractive. Step 3, maintain mystery. One of the most attractive things you can do is keep a little mystery. Don't post every detail of your life on social media. If you're out with friends, post a cool photo, but don't explain everything. Let her imagination do the work. Mystery creates intrigue, and intrigue keeps her interested. Number 4, why she comes back after you give distance. So why does giving her space actually work? It's simple. It allows her to miss you. When you're always around, she doesn't have a chance to think about what life feels like without you. But when you step back, she starts to feel that void. At first, she might feel relieved, but then it hits her. She starts wondering why you're no longer chasing her. This triggers something psychologists call reactants. It's the desire to reclaim something she feels she's losing, and it's powerful. Think about your favorite song. You might overplay it and get tired of it, but when you stop listening for a while, you rediscover how much you love it. That's exactly what happens when you give her space. She starts to rediscover what makes you special. And when she comes back, it's not just because she misses you, it's because she sees your value in a whole new way. You've shown her that you're not just another guy chasing after her, you're someone worth chasing. The takeaway. So here's the takeaway. Giving her space isn't about playing games or manipulating her feelings. It's about respecting yourself and giving her the opportunity to miss you. When you step back and focus on your own growth, you're not only becoming more attractive, but you're also showing her that you're the kind of guy who doesn't need to chase. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more insights on relationships and personal growth.